What's going on YouTube? This is your boy Mr. Micro Mike, and today I wanted to talk about the Detroit Lions draft class. Initially I wasn't going to make a video because I am extremely tired, crazy hours at work, but I'm sitting here thinking why not, getting a little bit, feeling a little bit of more energy pop into me after a little bit. So, seeing what's going on with you guys, and ready to get this thing, ready to get it going, man, and talk some Detroit Lions football, this Detroit Lions draft class, everything Detroit. So we are going to get into it and just have fun and talk about this draft class and, how it affects us. What do I rate it? What's going on, Jay White? Hashtag one pride for real, man. And what up, though, Peachy Cole? Yeah, I decided to actually do it. I initially didn't want to, man. I was a little tired, but I'm back in the saddle, ready to talk some Detroit Lions. What's going on, James Holyfield? Go Lions, Peachy Cole. I like this class too, man. What's going on, Boog Spray, top tier? I love what's going on with this class. What's going on, K-Man, SZN? I'm loving what I'm seeing from this draft. I love what I'm seeing from this draft. Dolo Dynamite, what's good, brother? Yeah, man. I enjoyed this draft class. My favorite pick, obviously, is DeAndre Swift. I just felt this was a fantastic pick for us, value-wise. What's going on, Ghost Gunner? Having that dynamic running back that we haven't had in forever is going to change the way this offense has run in a long time. I'm glad you went live. I've been wanting to talk about this draft. Hey, I initially didn't want to, but I'm feeling good now. Feeling good. I like the guards that we got. I do too, man. They doubled down on guards two rounds in a row. I loved it. Jonah Jackson is just a straight beast. And Logan Sternberg, they call him the prick. I love it, man. I love having guards that are extremely physical and angry and loves to push the pile. What up, bro? Only thing I didn't like was passing on Anai. Yeah, we didn't get a defensive tackle. That's the one thing I really wanted them to get. But guess what? Players are going to be released from teams, and there's going to be quality players in free agency that we can pick up and shore up that defensive line. We are changing the way we go blocking. Finally, we're changing the way. That's very important because we've never had a physical offensive line that, puts running into the place, and it's so important to have that. I'm intrigued by Jason Huntley. Yeah, interestingly enough, I know PFF, you don't want to go by it, but they called him their best tight end in the draft, and we get him in free agency. We always seem to get an individual in free agency that comes in and does really well throughout the years. When it comes to Bob Quinn, you always find in these free agent players, rookies that didn't get drafted, joins the team. So it's nice. Our last two picks were defensive tackle. Yeah, but the odds of them being a giant impact is fairly low. What's going on, Dwayne Hogan? Seems fairly low to me. The defensive tackle, Penasini, he's more of a run stopper. The other guy, I think his name is Jashin Cornell, he's more of a pass because he's a little bit smaller in size. But you never know. Some of these guys may not even make the roster. I mean, if you look at last year, PJ didn't even make the roster as a defensive tackle. Hopefully they can. But I like what I seen in this draft top to bottom. You're not sad on passing on an eye. I know Dallas kept taking our picks. They were frustrating me. They got Neville Gallimore. Man, I was like, why are they taking all the picks that we got? They had a good draft. They definitely had a good draft. I'm just glad we're able to see the Packers get dismantled. I know. Man, the Packers, to me, didn't have the greatest draft in the world. The Chicago Bears, they didn't have the Chicago Bears had, now they got 9 tight ends on the roster. They had 10. But the Minnesota Vikings had a really good draft, in my opinion. I think they got really good in there, and they're always drafting good. Their general manager's a good job, but enough about those guys. I love DeAndre Swift, my favorite pick of this draft. We can finally run the football. If he stays healthy, cross your fingers. This guy can really be a difference maker for our team. We can close teams out running the football. Finally, he's a dynamic running back. He's the best running back in the draft, in my opinion, and we got him in the second round. Thank you, Kansas City, for not taking him. Technical Jeff says, I wonder why it seems like the Lions didn't have any interest in an eye. I don't know. I don't know. There are some other individuals that they just didn't have interest in, and I don't know. They're very annoying. Yeah, Nye, yep. They took Diggs, too, the cornerback. I'm glad Swift is on our side. I did not want to end up with the Packers. Oh, hashtag facts. What's going on, Kevin T? Lions had a nice weekend. Wish we would have gotten man, though. Yes, I agree, but apparently the punter Fox is doing good. That's on the team that we picked up last year. We'll see how that goes. But, yeah, I'm a little disappointed that we didn't get man, in my opinion. That's one guy I thought was a lock, but apparently they like Fox. I didn't like the second running back pick. That was a little bit of question mark for me. That was the Jason Huntley. He's the skinny guy. What is he, $185? So he weighs less than I do. It's always a worrisome when you take someone so skinny, but I think he's going to be mainly used as a kick returner, punt returner. Something that we tried to use Ty Johnson last year, but Ty just doesn't seem to have worked out with him. I don't know if Ty Johnson's going to make the team. I pretty much think that ends Ty Johnson and possibly Jamal Agnew. I think he's going to be mainly used in that front. Maybe we do jet sweep with Jason Huntley. But I took him back. I didn't expect that. Best corner running back in the draft. Absolutely. We got the best corner, the best running back. If Julian Okwara, he can stay healthy, because I know he broke I think it was his femur, and that's what made him drop so far. If he could stay healthy with sky's the limit for him as well. We got an Auburn punter as an undrafted free agent. Yeah, he's pretty good. I think that's the Fox guy. Swift will start, in my opinion, over Kerryon Johnson. I don't know about Kerryon Johnson. We'll see that the future holds for him. But you don't take a guy high as we took DeAndre Swift to be a backup. I would have never guessed A.J. Green, the cornerback, when undrafted from Oklahoma State. Good pickup by the Browns. Yeah, I had him in the 7th round. It was definitely a good pickup by the Cleveland Browns. They generally always find these guys. We have good undrafted free agents that make the roster. Yes, the tight end that we picked up, there's a good chance that he'll probably make the roster. There's always one. He's fast. Yes, that running back is very, very fast. Davis in his 5th-year option. As far as I know, we have not done anything with this 5th-year option. If that changed while I was setting this up, let me know. But from what I heard, they have not decided on that. Mike, give me your starting O-line and D-line. Okay, starting offensive line, Taylor Decker, left guard, Joe Dahl. Watch out for that, though. He may get beat out in camp by Sternberg, the guy we drafted, the second guard we took. Center, Frank Ragnow. The right guard, I think, will be Jonah Jackson. I think we took him in the 3rd round. I think he'll be the right guard. And the right tackle will be Halapaludi Vaitai. So not too bad. We're getting a mean streak. But Joe Dahl could lose that left guard spot, so keep an eye on that. That's going to be a very fun battle to watch, to see if Joe Dahl can get beat out by Sternberg, the mean guy that everyone talks about. I would have never... Oh, sorry. Davis and his 5th-year option, asking your opinion. Oh, I think we should... I don't know. This is what I don't know. I think we're going to have to let it play out. And I wouldn't pick it up right now. I would let him work for extremely hard this season, and I wouldn't pick it up as of right now. No. I just feel that he's kind of disappointed. He's disappointed when it comes to in coverage. I like him a lot as a leader, but I think that Tavai can take the middle and at least see if he works for it. Work really hard. If he does well, great. Re-sign him. If he doesn't, it's not going to hurt us. What are your thoughts on starting Marcus Golden? I have not read too much into it, guys. I just got out of work. I'd have to take a look and see, what type of details they want. The Gridiron Blitz says Everson Griffin now. Yeah, everyone's on the Everson Griffin bandwagon to sign it. I know the Gridiron Blitz, a.k.a. Derek P. Fields, been talking about that since day one. So that'll be interesting to see if they would like to do that. It'd be good to have him on our side instead of getting terrorized from Matthew Stafford's point of view. The second guard is huge. Yeah, he's a big dude, man. And he's a nasty guy. He is a nasty guy. I haven't seen a whole lot of tape on it. I just read a lot. I apologize, guys. I was extremely drained after the NFL draft on Saturday afternoon and Sunday. I didn't even want to read anything about the NFL draft, and I had a long day at work today, so I have not looked at tape on some of these guys. I couldn't tell you. I just read articles on it. No Derek P. Fields. Loving the guards. Yeah, I do. I love. Man, I remember talking about pre-draft. I said I wouldn't be opposed at all if they doubled up on a guard position. Long and behold, they did that. They took guard with the third and the fourth round pick, and that was fantastic if you ask me. Yep, Derek did win that battle, man. He was on that from day one. Got to give credit where credit's due. I think they're going to split carry Swift and Johnson. I don't know if I want to see what Swift can do, given the stance. I like Bo Scarborough too. I'm not gonna lie, man. I like Bo Scarborough over Kerryon Johnson. I'd like to see them two split carries. I know that may be mean to Kerryon, but I do like Bo Scarborough. I want Jabal Shred. Gift, don't miss him. I can't. Griffin, now, don't miss him. Yeah, I think there's going to be teams looking for his services. Not every team is going to get all the positions they covet during the draft, and that's what some of these players waited out for, and it's going to work in their favor. Plus, kick return, punt returner, yeah. Yeah, I'm with you too, Jay. What I think he could transition to a slot wide receiver. I mean, he's a $185 soaking wet. For a running back, that's fairly light. You want a guy to bulk up a little bit. We have some really big decisions to make on the O-line as far as backups. We keep Bo Benchwa, Wiggins, Dahl, Ibushi. Yes, we have a lot of decisions. Now, this is something to watch in camp, if there is a camp, is the battle for the guard position. Bo Benchwa, in my opinion, I would keep over Wiggins and Ibushi. Ibushi, I mean, these guys have been in the league forever. I understand they want veterans, but I like going younger in this spot. But that is definitely the battle to watch in camp. I think is the guard position, no doubt about it. Adding these guards and the guards we got, that'll be fun to watch if there is a camp. I'd start carrying them, but definitely we'll have a heavy rotation because of the run. Okay, yeah, I think we need to run the ball a little bit more this year. And if we do that, you're going to want a rotation to keep these guys fresh. They're going to take a pounding. I don't want to see Stafford slinging it as much as he always does. I want it to be more balanced. I want to see more running the football. I like the power run game. I like just running the football in general. Best way to win, in my opinion. That's my opinion, and I just like it that way. See here. Kerryon is on his last chance. I do agree with you. He's definitely on his last chance, in my opinion. He has got a lot to prove. I like Jeff Okuda, the cornerback. I know a lot of people are down on Jeff Okuda, but I'm telling you right now, him and Amani Oruwariye is a 1-2 punch for years to come. This is going to be one young, sick secondary. Amani Oruwariye is coming to his own, and Jeff Okuda, to me, is a blue-chip cornerback. I know a lot of people say he's not. I disagree. I think he's a blue-chipper. He may start a little slower, and that's why I had him, the players coming in for a win-now mandate, I had him last on my players coming in, but make no mistake about it. He's good for the franchise, not for down the years, not just for next year. You always got to look down the years, and man, sky's the limit for him. He could probably be one of the best cornerbacks in the league. His coming back speed's insane. He's good with his hips. He played for Ohio, and he took on a lot of wide receivers. And interestingly enough, when Okuda talked about the hardest wide receiver he went against, he talked about Quintez Cephas, the guy who we drafted in I think the 5th round. He says he's a physical guy, and he got 100 on him. And that's interesting, man, because what's the odds of that? The hardest guy he goes against, we draft. So we'll see how Cephas does. I think, man, I know he didn't run fast at the combine. He made up for it he made up for it on his pro day. But he does remind me of an Anquan Bolden, the more physical guy, not the fastest guy in the world. But my God, you're going to remember him. You know, you're going to remember him. So hopefully he turns out that way. What's going on, Vash Sarwin? Hey, Vash, post about your channel in my link. He has got a new channel about retro gaming. I love retro gaming. That's all old school stuff. I love it because I'm old school. So go ahead and post that if anyone wants to subscribe to his channel. Okuda and Amani is going. It's going to be dangerous, Peachy. It's going to be dangerous. What's going on, Go Lines? I agree. Thanks, Jay White. Larry Warford may get cut. Would be good to and put Jonah Jackson at left guard. Larry Warford may get cut. That's interesting. He's been a good guard for those guys. Kind of surprising. I need a bowl on the line, period. 100% Gridiron Blitz. That's the one spot that we have not really addressed. I think we will address. We still got free agency. People getting cut. And they could make a trade. They could definitely make a trade. We got a lot of cap space. We still got to sign Kenny Galladay. But I think we're not done when it comes to this defensive line. But we filled a lot of holes. I like Cephas. Yeah, man. When I heard Okuda say that to me, and he said it before we drafted him, it was not just blowing smoke, but having a wide receiver that's physical and gets respect from the best cornerback in the draft, to me, that's good to hear. We only got 6 likes. Come on, get those likes up, folks. I have no idea how many likes. I have no idea. I'm just here talking. Griffin don't play 3-4. We play in majority of our snaps. Okay, Rod Love 313. Personally, I want to get a defensive tackle. I'd love to get a Chris Jones from Kansas City if we can make a trade for him. I'm not sure how much they would want to get in return, probably a first-round pick, but I would love to get a monster in the middle to really solidify the interior of the defensive line. Cephas adds to our team's toughness. I know, I love toughness, and what's good about him is he's a good blocker. If you looked at this draft, it was all about the run game. Took 2 guards, we took 2 running backs, and we took a wide receiver that can block. That's a lot of blocking ability. That's a lot of indication the way they want to go with Darrell Bevel's offense and run the football. I love it. I want to run the football so bad. I know what our wide receivers can do. I know that. I know Stafford needs to be standing up, and we have to run the football, period. And this draft showed the world that we are dedicated to running this football, and hopefully it works out. And you know what's good is we have depth at the guard position. Say one of our guards gets injured, can't play. Joe Dahl gets injured. Guess what? We got Sternberg that we drafted. What if Jackson gets injured? We got Sternberg, vice versa. So we have depth at the guard position. Vitally important to run this football. We have depth at the running back position. Carrion gets hurt. We got Bo. Bo gets hurt. We got DeAndre Swift. DeAndre gets hurt. We got Carrion Bo. So we have depth. We have depth, and it's so important. Extremely important. Okuda won't be our number 1 corner. Trufant will. Okuda will be switching out with Omani. I don't believe he'll be number 1 immediately. I do believe with you that he will be, Trufant will be in there, but make no mistake, Okuda's going to be in there a lot. And it's not just we can't look at just this year, guys. We have to look at the future of the franchise. This guy's going to be a baller. Him and Omani, that's a 1-2 punch that in 3 years, people are going to say, ooh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. These guys are young studs, and I think teams are going to not like going against us on defense when we have those guys in there. What's going on, Gridiron Yuki? What's going on, Steve-O? What do you think about using Hunter Bryant as our fullback? I don't know. I haven't looked at him as a fullback. I think he is going to be battling. He's going to be battling just to make the roster. I think if we have preseason, see what he can do from his positional standpoint before we think about that. I know Nada was doing that. But, yeah. We don't just go old school and pound it. Yeah, I know, old school and pound it. I'm with you. What's going on, TA Noble Sports? I agree with you. Cephas is a great addition. Okuda is going to be a number 1 at the end of the season. I do agree with you there. Okuda, Amani Walker, young stud defensive backs. They built it young. Bob Quinn played his card strong. His first, 5th, 7th round are solid dog. We got dogs. We got frightful dogs. Doing good. Marcel Darius, former number 3 overall pick. He's 30 years old. I'd love to get Marcel Darius. That's the former Bills defensive tackle. Bring him here. I would love that. Hunter Mike is our Tyreek Hill. What's going on, Roland G? And welcome. He used a lot as fullback, a lot of Washington. Okay, yeah, I haven't done a whole lot of research yet. What's going on, Terry Starr? He was a free agent. I would love Marcel Darius. I think he would be a perfect fit for us. Retro Gaming. Okay, guys, that's Vash Starwin's channel. He is a Detroit Lions super fan here. But that's his channel there. If y'all want to subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated. I love Retro Gaming, man. I like old Nintendo, the old Punch-Out, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. I love that stuff. Bo and Swift. Oh, I know, man. Ooh, that would be a sick backfield. Hey, people, we drafted Okuda. Please take his bumps. They're gonna go nuts on him for a bit. You know what? I think he's the most disrespected player in this draft, and I don't know why. I don't think he's a bad player. I think he's a blue chipper. Just gonna, hopefully, cornerbacks, it's slower to learn in the NFL. But, my God, he's going to be a great player in this league, man. I mean, sheesh. Lions draft results could affect interest in Golden Tate? If that's what you're saying, I don't know about that, because we got a good wide receiver core. Unless you're saying someone else, then that very well could be. What are your thoughts of potential trade blunder from the Texans that we're linked to? I don't know. Who knows? That's interesting. I don't have a whole lot of respect for their head coach. I think the guy's a doofus. So, I think it's funny. If we backed out of a trade, it was probably for a good reason. I'm surprised the Lions picked up Hunter Bryant, Hawk and Hunter, and the new Gronk and Hernandez. We'll see, man. I mean, they say this guy's a special tight end. We'll see. He's got to beat out Nada, and if he can, great, man. I heard them saying Hunter will be like Tyreek Hill. Hunter is really fast and can match the ball. Yeah, I can't wait to see him play. We always get one free agent or rookie free agent that just ends up making the team and does well. Marcus Golden. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. We play Punch-Out a lot. You and the people pick the games. Oh, that's cool. I love Punch-Out. I don't know about you guys. I love Punch-Out. I'm hoping for the fans just patient with Okuda. Yes, Chris. 100%. And I'm going to be preaching that throughout the year. Be patient with Okuda. We were very patient with Amani Awarie. He was terrible in preseason, and look how well he turned out for us at the end of the year. We got to be patient. I think he'll be faster than Amani Awarie, but guys, he's going to take his bumps and bruises. He's going to be going against quality wide receivers. He's going to be a solid player for us. And the reason I say this is not just his physicality on the field. Look at his mentality. I love how he talked about how, his mother passed away and the adversity they went through. Extremely respectable. And he is very intellectual and intelligent. Great head on his shoulders. Not a diva. I have no doubt about it that he'll be an extremely successful player in this league. Just found out the Lions are talking to Marcus Golden from the Giants. Okay. I just heard that right now. So when I get off this feed, I'm going to have to do a little bit of research on that. I got straight out of work and came home and jumped on here. Rather pick up a defensive tackle than an average edge. I'm with you. I want to get a defensive tackle. To me, that's the number one priority. Do you want Marcus Golden or Clowney? It's depending on the price. I think Clowney's going to be a lot more, so I'd take Golden just because I think Clowney's asking was $17 million a year. We got to pay Kenny Galladay, and Trey Flowers' cap is going to get harder down the road. So just for the cap sense, that's what I would say. Hey, you're still Michael Jackson. Yeah, I think he went to the Cleveland Browns. What's going on, Kool-Aid and Cornbread? Welcome to the chat. I want us to make the quarterback eat dirt all year. That's what I love too, Roland G. Hashtag facts right there. That's what I want. That's what I want. I want to see them in the ground, not standing there for 7 seconds. I want to see them eat dirt. Have to be patient with the Okuda. The cornerback's the hardest position to play, in my opinion, besides quarterback. 100%. We gave T.J. Hawkinson time. And he was and we picked him with the 8th pick in the draft last year. Tight end's a hard position to learn. Let's not jump on Okuda's back. If we gave T.J. Hawkinson a pass for his first year, let's slow the roll with Okuda and not bury this guy like Eric Ebron. Ebron had a bad head on his shoulder. This guy's got a really good head on his shoulder. Let's be patient and root for the guy. I think he'll be very successful, and it will reward us to get a cornerback with his talent on there. I want Everson Griffin. That's Grid's guy. That's Derek's guy, is Everson Griffin. So he started this this is his Danny Amendola. He said Danny Amendola before anybody else. Same with Everson Griffin. That is his guy. I won't complain if he joins the team, that's for sure. Do you see Swift starting? Yes, I do. I do see DeAndre Swift starting. Swift is an all-around back. He's a three-down back. He can do it out the backfield, good in between the tackles. Pit that Georgia boy up with our quarterback from Georgia. I think it's going to be very... TA of Noble Sports is the one that told me to take a look at Swift. And I took a look at him and I said, whoa, that's the best back in this draft. And he was. He's all around. And he doesn't have that many carries compared to other backs that came from college. This guy is a boss. You're going to love to see. I cannot wait to watch him run on the field. I cannot wait for it. I'm going to probably do some videos on him because that's my favorite pick in the draft. Absolutely favorite pick in the draft. No doubt about it. And Jason Huntley, the other running back we took in the fifth round, I think he'll be our kick returner, punt returner. We probably, we use him in jet sweeps, but I was initially like, what the heck are we taking another running back for? But I seen him, he's probably going to be like Jamal Agnew, and which is fine with me. I think Agnew, he doesn't bring really too much on defense as a cornerback position. At least this guy, I think he can actually play offense too in the slot, do jet sweeps. Probably put him in some J.D. McKissick type roles, but he'll be mainly doing our kick returner and punt returner. Our offense has a habit of running players out of town. Our fans do. Yes, they do. We got to be patient with this guy. And I'm not going to dog. You will not see me dog Jeffrey Okuda because it's the same thing with the tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. You got to be patient with some of these players. And cornerback and tight end position is a hard position to learn. Don't forget we have Jesse James. Yeah, and I want to see Jesse James get those targets. And what's good about the running back, guys, is now these players, these tight ends, are going to get open. The defense must respect a running game, period. They have to. We're going to have, in 2011 we had Javid Best. We went 5-0. Javid Best got hurt, and we went 10 wins that year. If this guy can stay healthy, in which he's not had an injury history, sky's the limit, guys. Our offense is going to take that next level. Did you see Swift dad, how pumped he was? Oh, that dude's jacked. That dude needs to be in the WWE. That guy's a huge monster. James going third. He costs too much. You think Agnew is gone? Yes, I do. I think that Jason Huntley is going to beat him out. Roland G, the dude looks like a beast. Yeah, he's a monster after the pick. I think Hunter Bryant is going to take Jesse James' spot. I don't believe that's going to happen this year. Next year, yes. Very well could. If Jesse James has another lackluster year, then I think next year that could be it. My man Liv, what's going on? Ed Whiting. Ed Whiting is a Detroit Lions YouTuber as well. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. That's for all Detroit Lions YouTubers, no matter what. They bring real information and not just BS. Who is the safety going to be starting? Well, Jerron Harmon and Walker. That will be our starting safeties. I don't trust Agnew. Yeah, I don't either. I love Hawk. Yes, I do. I do too. Mike, we should sign Swift's dad for a one. I know, man. Put him on the defensive line. That guy eats iron for a living. That dude is massive. That dude's a monster. What's going on, Kareem? Welcome to the chat. Should have hired Swift's dad as our strength and conditioning coach. I should call. He owns a gym. I was reading up about him. That guy's a beast, man. He reminds me of C.T. Fletcher. That guy's a monster, man. Swift will shred opposing defenses. TA, if you want to know about DeAndre Swift, if you're wanting to go get some information, jump on TA Noble Sports' channel. He's done a video of DeAndre Swift a while ago, and that's what got me to liking Swift. They could move Nada to fullback. They could. We got 55-man rosters now. We got a 55-man roster. And I don't think Huntley, if I think if we practice squatted him, that get those lights up, double audio, that's not good. I think if we put Huntley on the practice squad, ooh, someone just I think subscribed to me, so I appreciate the subscription, whoever it was. If you ain't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Hit the bell for all my notifications because I go live a lot. We do live shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I drop videos, try to do it every day. I've been extremely busy at work because I work at a hospital. I'm unable to make a quality video. Right now it's just easier for me to go live, but I will this week. I will break down all the draft picks as best as humanly possible. Some of these guys, I can't lie to you, I haven't watched tape on. So I got to do that before anything. And I just can't just make stuff up. I do too. I think Huntley makes a team. There's always one guy in there that makes a team. And he's a fifth-round guy. I think he makes the team. I think he beats out Ty Johnson too. I think it's interesting to see Ty Johnson, Jason Huntley, and Jamal Agnew. Those are going to be a fun battle to watch. Our community is great. We appreciate all you. Absolutely. We are all one pride. We are all one pride. One pride or don't ride, or one pride get hit by a Mack truck. Huntley will be on the team Scarborough. I hope Scarborough's not the man out. I love Scarborough. That's one of my favorite players on the team. I tell you what, though. I'm going to buy me a DeAndre Swift jersey. I can guarantee you that because I love DeAndre Swift. That was my favorite draft pick in this whole draft. Yeah, I do think Ty could be the odd man out for sure. I feel like Huntley has the second and third vision, unlike Ty. Yeah, Ty, he's fast, but he was having issues for his vision. Maybe he does better. I don't know. Huntley Burgoom to a slot. I can see that. I could see that Tyreek Hill type, John Jones. I'm with you. Question, Swift interior vision. I hope he superseded my expectations. Bevel liked to run between the A and B, C gaps. I think, Ed Whiting, you're going to be pleasantly surprised when it comes to DeAndre Swift. I think a lot of people are going to be pleasantly surprised. Out of the whole draft, that's my favorite pick. This is the one guy I thought that could make our our offense kind of elite. They go from that top 5 level to top 2 or 3. I think he can do that as long as everyone stays healthy. Matthew Stafford and him. I think he can take our offense to the next level, and we can close out teams in the fourth quarter by running the football. Something that we have lost games because we can't run the football, and that will help us win football games by power run. We have to run the football, and especially with this COVID stuff going on, it's easier to just run the football, hand the ball off, than it is to do all these crossing routes and get the wide receiver 4 wide. So this is what I want to see, and I'm very, very happy we addressed the running game, because if you can run the football, you can keep the offense on the field and the defense off the field. That helps your defense out. Resting those players. Our defensive line got gassed last year, and we got trashed. So we must, what's going on, Devi99? We must run the football, and he does that. Yes, I agree. Just by being able to convert those 3rd and 1s and keep the clock moving, it will keep our pressure 100%. We got gassed. Anyone that watched a football game last year knows, man, we got gassed in like I haven't never seen that before in a Lions, as how bad our defensive line played, and that will help the defensive. We still need talent. We still need to upgrade the defensive line, but make no mistake, getting a running back like that will help our defense out. I watched Huntley highlights reel. I had to watch it a couple of times. It was that good. He turns into another gear. He's fast. He's tie fast. Kerryon and Swift will be a dynamic duo. Trust and believe. As long as Kerryon can stay healthy, I could see that. But we got lightning, thunder, and a bowling ball with Bo Scarborough and DeAndre Swift and Kerryon if he stays healthy. Detroit Lions cut 4 players, make room for the undrafted free agents. I like it. I like it a lot. I seen that we cut a few players. Nothing spectacular to me, just a bunch of bodies. DeAndre Swift is Maurice Jones-Drew. Ooh, that would be a nice little comparison. He compares. Look, we could have the running game that the Minnesota Vikings have. And Blue Rain, what's going on? Blue Rain Studios said, "Good show, Mike." Well, thank you very much. We need this run game to be so everything can open. I'm with you. In practice, Okuda will expose very quickly elite wide receivers defending Galladay. He will. He's gonna get burnt, but that's what happens to young cornerbacks. They going to get burnt. Look at Amani Warrior, guys. He got burnt bad in preseason. Look at the end of the year. Amani Warrior was looking like a stud. You know, it's the way it is. You gotta throw him in the fire. But just because it's going to take for him a long time to learn doesn't mean you don't draft a cornerback. I mean, if that was the case, then you don't take Patrick Peterson, you don't take Darrelle Revis, you don't take all those guys. You know, you don't take Sherman, even though he was a later round pick. But in my opinion, he's a blue chip player. I think he'll learn a lot faster than Amani Oruwariye. Amani Oruwariye learned real fast, extremely fast. But if you can get a young tandem like that for years to come, that's going to be a scary duo. I mean, it's going to be real scary. As wide receivers are not going to want to go through that. I mean, imagine having Trubisky have to throw those footballs to Amani Warrior and Okuda on the side. Those are lockdowns. In the next couple of years, in the second, third year, these guys are going to be scary, and I can't wait to see it. There's going to be bumps and bruises, no doubt about it, just like T.J. Hawkinson, just like Darius Slay, just like Amani Oruwariye, no doubt about it. But with his mentality, he has a very good mentality, very solid mind, very intellectual. He dealt with adversity with his mother. Those are the type of people I like rooting for. People that has that adversity and defeated it. And he will defeat it, in my opinion. Because he's already defeated it with a lot of the stuff he's gone through. So I love his mentality. How can you not root for a guy with that mindset? I root for him. I love it. Did you see a tape on Bobby Price? I have not seen it at all, Steve-O. I have not seen a tape on some of these guys as of yet. The draft, we did the stream. I was extremely tired by Saturday. Sunday, I did nothing, and I had a long day at work today. I will try to do it by Wednesday. Tomorrow's the live show on my channel, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to have fun talking about this draft. Hopefully we can get a special guest on here as well. And it's going to be fun. Infinite Sports Network. We bring in sports and talking it endlessly. And this is what I wanted to do. I want to talk Detroit Lions. I want to talk sports. This is what I love. And no matter what about the likes or dislikes, no matter about the subscribers, the amount of people in the chat, it's something I like doing. I like being positive no matter what. I'm a positive guy. Who starts, running back Swift or Johnson Swift? I really think Amani's good, but Okuda's blue chip. Yeah, 100% Steve, I'm with you. What about pay Kenny Galladay? Yes, he's going to get paid. Kenny Galladay will get paid. No, it's going to happen now. You're going to see it ramp up here real soon. Taylor Decker, I don't know. We'll see about that. I know the mainstream media wants Decker to get paid, but he's got to stop with this holding. He's got to stop with the penalties. And this is a big year for Decker. So we'll see. He may get paid. I'm not 100% sure on that. Price, a good kid. Clams up stuff. Okay, I'll take him out. I'll have to check him out. Michigan fans, he doesn't ruffle more. Hunter Bryant also will make the team, in my opinion. Okay, I'm going to check some of these guys out. I truly believe Swift will win Rookie of the Year, at least be in the running for it. I think he very well could be in the running for it. No doubt about it. The guy I think he's going to touch the ball a lot. And we're not just talking about running the football. We're going to see a lot of screen pass. Because we do screen passes in Darrell Bevel's offense, and no doubt about it, he's going to be doing that. Johnson is my starter running back. Swift, the rookie, has to knock him out. Well, I think Johnson's probably going to be injured, just in my opinion. I know that's, I don't know. I think Swift's better. But you never know. Just because you're good in college doesn't necessarily mean you're good in the pros. How do you feel if Cousin breaks his legs and Rodgers breaks his arm and Dalvin Cook is suspended? I will jump for joy because I'll take any wins I can possibly get, even if it's cheating. If the Lions win by default, I take default all day of the year, no doubt about it. Safeties are weak. I don't think our safeties are weak. I think Jerron Harmon's going to be really good, and we have Walker is going to be a beast. It just depends if there's injuries. How the backup's going to be. That will be the key. Because last year we needed some backups in there, and that really hurt us. I mean, especially if it's a game or two, no big deal. But if it's an extended period of time, it's going to hurt us. But other than that, Harris, he's not a starter in my opinion. He's a backup right now. Jerron is much better than he is. Walker's much better than he is. So Walker is a stud, absolutely. Hunter Bryant is a sleeper in the draft. Okay, I'm going to check him out. Halim Hassan. If I said your name correct, great. If I didn't, I apologize. I have to check him out. And welcome to the chat. Hunter Bryant was PFF's #1 tight end. Only he didn't get drafted was the medical. Okay, that's what I heard from PFF as well. I'm not a huge PFF fan. But that's always good when someone says he's the #1 tight end and you get him as a rookie free agent. You can't complain. At all. Johnson Swift have potential to be a top 5 running duo. They very well could be. And Bo Scarborough gets left out. Hunter Bryant reminds me of Evan Ingram. Okay. What's going on? A12 doesn't. I am dreaming. Or did we really pick up DeAndre Swift? Oh, I'm excited too, sir. When I was live streaming, I think I was on the Gridiron Blitz channel, and I went crazy because I had him in my mock draft, and we picked him in the second round. I had Okuda in the mock draft, and I had him as our second pick in the mock draft, and I went nuts because I just think he could be a game changer for us. Do you see Big V? Oh, yes, Big V is starting. Halapaludi Vaitai is our starting right tackle. No doubt about it. Mike, I lost it when I saw that. I lost it too, because I just know what he can bring. Bo going to bring the power. I know, Jay White, and it's awesome, guys. It's awesome. Folks, I have been on for, I would say, almost an hour, and I got to get up for work in the morning extremely early because I have a crazy schedule because I work at a hospital, and right now it's kind of up and down, man. They need me at all times of the hour. So I'm going to have to get ready I'm going to try to be in bed by 7 o'clock. So I'm going to have to jump off here. Tomorrow on my channel, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, our live show, Lions Live, hosted or brought to you by the Infinite Sports Network. It's going to be a fun show, and we're going to talk everything draft. So I appreciate everyone taking the time to jump on here and talk Detroit Lions with myself. And I hope to see you tomorrow night, live at 7 p.m. on my channel. With that said, folks, please wash your hands and think about this. This so far to me was a really good draft. We had a really good draft, and Bob Quinn needed this. He needed to really take this team to the next level when it comes to draft. He did that. We did good in the draft. We still need help on the defensive line, but we will get it. So be positive. Keep a smile on your face because the Lions are going in the right direction. And with that said, folks, you too as well, Bill Collier. Thanks everybody for coming in here. With that said, folks,